Hey, what's going on, guys? Logdotzip here, Tyler here. We're gonna try and do this in one take because I don't want to have to render it and then edit it and all that because it's a lot easier just to upload in one take. Hello. First of all, please ignore that I tried to mat it down. I got the hair wet and everything. Second of all, this is probably gonna be a long video. Got some water bottles here. I got two. Okay, that's how serious I am about this. Third of all, this is meant for more of my older audience. I don't want to say older, but my more mature audience. You know, if all you really care about is Minecraft videos, which I totally understand, that's why you probably subscribe, then there's no need to watch this. This video is going to be more about myself personally and what's been going on with me lately, because I'll be honest, I've been going through some rougher times than normal. So that's what I want to let you know. So let's go ahead and jump into it. It's gonna be a little bit of a serious video. It's been a while since I've made one of these. I wrote down notes and everything that I'm trying to act like I'm not looking at, but I'm gonna let you know I'll be looking at some notes I wrote. So yeah, basically I've just been having a little bit of a, make sure this is right in front of my face. I've been having a rough time, in my opinion, with the channel lately. As you know, as you can see, I just moved into my new house recently. I've only been here about 3 weeks. Yes, I'm gonna have a house tour eventually. I need to wait until everything's furnished and looking nice, acceptable. You know what I mean? It's gotta look good. It's gotta look good because I can't make a second house tour video. I can't just keep updating you guys. But anyways, all that aside, before I moved in here, because I'm on my own, before I moved in here, I lived with Sean. My best friend in real life lived with Sean. I was there for about 9 months. Before that, I lived with the Team Crafted guys when it was still Team Crafted. More so, I just lived with Jason and his friend. But I was up there with them for 9 months. And for a while, I lived with the other guys in there too. They all eventually moved out, but I was there for 9 months. Before that, I lived with my mom for basically my whole life. And I say that because now I'm on my own. And I'm 23, going on 24 this year, obviously. Obviously. Well, I guess I could have turned 23 this year. Anyways, I keep getting distracted. I'm on my own, and it's a lot different than I was expecting. You know, I had advice from my mother and Sean's mother, and just adults in my life in general about what I might expect. But first time you move out on your own, it's very different, and I'm actually on my own. I know a lot of people my age or around my age probably get a roommate or something. I am strictly on my own. I live here by myself, and that's not going to change anytime soon. But there's just so many things like bills, stuff around the house breaking, simple things like washing the dishes after you cooking. A lot of these things I never had to deal with before. Replacing toilet paper. Haven't had to do that yet, but just examples like that. Things I assume you're a younger person watching. You don't think of those things. I know you don't think. Toilet paper replaces itself, usually, I'm sure, for the most part. But now it's stuff I got to worry about. All these extra things I never had to worry about. And that time was spent on my channel. I don't have that anymore. And, Sean's been helping me a lot with this assimilation because he's a little more responsible than myself. This is the one that was open. He's a little more responsible than I am with being an adult. I've kind of always lagged behind being an adult. I mean, I play video games for a living, okay? Not saying that people that do lag behind, but I've just kind of been slow to acclimate myself to becoming an adult. I still drink right in the middle of videos. See, that's what I mean. Not professional. Now, as a result of these things, I've been having having a hard time juggling my real life responsibilities with my YouTube and the stuff that comes along with my YouTube, my projects, my videos, my uploads. I dare say since I moved in, pretty much the channel's kind of been stagnant. It's kind of just been going right here. I've had a lot of projects I wanted to come out that haven't come out because of a lot of things that I'm going to get into in a second here, but the main ones I could blame honestly are my lack of time management. I'm not the most organized person, I get distracted very easily. I'm my own boss. There's nobody pushing me to do what I need to do, so it's very easy to get distracted. That combined with my new responsibilities, taking up time I once had for my channel, that combined with, and I kid you not, and I've done vlogs about this before, my internet speed. I try to upload 3 videos a day. I try to. Have I been lately? No, but here's why. At my old house, a 10-minute video took 20, 25 minutes to upload. At my new house, 10-minute video can take as long as 4-5 hours to upload. So if I'm trying to do 3 videos a day, suddenly I need to get them done yesterday. I need to get them done the previous day, or I won't have enough time for them to come out the next day. So it puts a lot of pressure on me to, do 3 videos. And then if I want to catch up and stay ahead, right after I got to do 3 more. And suddenly I'm working, 2 days in one day. And it's hard to push myself to do that combined with all these other things. So I feel like I've been in a real, low point in my, it's been demotivating me, honestly. There's nothing I can do to fix the internet. I've already complained to them. All I purchased from them is internet. I have their highest package. The second fastest internet provider in this area is slower than the slow speeds they're giving me. I'm literally getting 10% of what I should be paying for right now in terms of speed. And it's honestly, it's demotivating me. I have so many projects that were supposed to be coming out right now, that were supposed to have come out 2 weeks ago, that are supposed to be coming out over the next 2 months. And it's so hard to just find the motivation when I have all these other pressures just coming down on me. And then the internet speed, it's like I have to choose between, uploading just kind of, like, I'm not trying to say my videos I've been uploading I think are bad. It's just they could be better. They could always be better if I had more time to do it. So I'm stuck between, make sure I'm uploading or upload a lot of, high, input editing stuff. And it's just hard to bring myself to do that when it doesn't feel like it's going to be rewarding to me, given my time constraints. So anyone that's familiar with Cinnamon Toast Ken, he made a video a while ago about YouTuber depression. There's a lot that goes on in the average YouTuber, that considers this their job anyways, their life, that you guys don't see, which I personally believe you should not have to see or do not need to see. Most of you guys watch for entertainment only. And that's why, I never intended to make this video. But, I feel like as my channel has grown in size, I've become less and less personal with you guys. And that's going to happen. And, it might continue to happen. But every once in a while, I'm going to break down and give you a little insight as to what's going on with me. Because that's what my channel, for the most part, originally was. And but anyways, Cinnamon Toast Ken made this video on YouTuber depression, and it really struck a chord with me perfectly. He breaks it down into like a half-hour video. If you're really legitimately interested, you should go check it out. But it really just hit that chord with me, and there's just this constant pressure to perform and do well on YouTube. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to be #1 if you have the capacity to? It's all self-driven, self-motivating. Anyone on top right now, they deserve where they are because they put in that time and effort that you need to. And it's very hard for a lot of people to be able to push themselves when there's no one there pushing them. So here's where the pressure comes in. If you had a job, where the only thing limiting you from being able to accomplish anything you want is yourself, why wouldn't you strive to be the best? I think it's no secret these days that a lot of people are starting to find out that a good handful of YouTubers, vloggers, makeup, gamers, skits, highly edited pieces of content, whatever it may be, a lot of the top dogs, even some of the medium dogs, they make a good living doing YouTube. And first of all, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. If people are entertained by what you're doing, if people want to buy your merchandise, if people want to do that, then there's nothing wrong with making good money doing what you love, because no one else is complaining. The only people that complain usually are the ones that don't want to go out and do it themselves. So it's not my business to divulge any details on that, but I'm just saying I think it's starting to become more known. So that being said, I have a job where if I wanted to really do good for myself and provide myself and my future family with a stable life financially, why wouldn't I want to do that? Why wouldn't I want to secure my future? Why wouldn't I want to be number one? My only limit is myself. You know, YouTubers make their own schedules, and we choose to adhere to those if we want to, or if we don't. We could take a week off if we wanted to. But would you? And if so, why? I'm of the mentality that I'm in a very interesting point in the gaming industry's lifespan where, you know, maybe down the road it won't be so easy to make a name for yourself and get your name out there. But I'm stuck right in the middle of it. You know, if I can turn this into something more, why wouldn't I want to secure my life? And that's the kind of stuff you have to think about once you start hitting ages like I am, like 23, 24. Like, no matter how you look at it, this is a job, you know. You can love what you do, which is what I do. I love what I do. I think about all the other things I could be doing instead of this, and I just cringe. I absolutely love what I do, and I love you guys for making what we do possible, like a thing, like a job. Like, this is a job, no matter what. And my point is, it's a job. So why wouldn't you want to do your job as efficiently as you can? So, you know, I try and be efficient. I try and have these cool projects that I have planned or coming out or trying to be good, because since we make our own schedules, you know, we can work as hard as we want. And around December 2014, you know, I started busting my butt a little bit more compared to what I usually do, and my channel viewership doubled. My viewership doubled from December to January, and then in February it doubled again, and March it didn't double, but it went up again. So we've got a lot of new people that are with us on the channel, and I say hello and thank you to each and every one of you. If you're watching this, I'm not crazy. I promise I'm not crazy. But this is something that's just been on my mind, and I felt like some of you would find interesting, because I'm sure a lot of you would love to be a YouTuber one day, whether it's for gaming or otherwise. So this is something you might, you know, run into at some point in your life. And so I'm like looking at my notes here. Okay, so here we are. Back to Cinnamon Toast Ken. There's this constant just pressure to perform on you. We have these analytics that break down every single thing we do in our jobs, down to a math, down to a science, whatever you want to call it. You know, I can see, hey, uploading at this time is this % much better than uploading at this time, or if you upload this many videos a day, you're going to improve in this way. Of course you want to do is the best you can. Why wouldn't you? You know, I keep saying that, but it's totally true. If you could be doing 200%, why wouldn't you? Success makes anybody happier and feel more motivated and driven. And as a result of everything we do being broken down to a math or science, it can put a lot of pressure on us to continue to want to perform, because the moment you see a dip in your performance, you start freaking out. A lot of YouTubers who are in my channel size or position or what have you, you know, YouTube becomes a big part of their life, if not their entire life. This is not like a regular 9-to-5 job where you go in, you do your job for 8 hours, you leave, and your job stays within that 9-to-5 for the most part. You're free to do whatever you want with your evening. You're free to do whatever you want with the morning. All you need to know is tomorrow at 9, you're going to be working until 5. But for YouTubers, and especially the ones that are trying to push themselves out there, get their names out there, it becomes their life. I can say with 100% honesty that YouTube and my job and what I do is the center of my life right now. It is the entire focus of my life. Everything I do, everything I base my time around, YouTube is at the center of it, because it is my job and it is my career. And not only do I want to be able to entertain you guys, make you guys smile, but I also want to secure myself, and that's just a responsible thing to do. I also don't mind that it's the center of my life. But like I said, because I want to succeed, because I want this success, it does take almost all of my time to make it work. And, you know, as a result of that, it comes at the expense of other things. You know, my health. I'm not where I'd like to. You see this? Come on. No one wants this. I'm not where I'd like to be health-wise. But, you know, I sit on my butt for 12 to 16 hours every single day. It can be hard to push yourself to do a lot of these things. A lot of YouTubers do. A lot of YouTubers have normal lives. They're healthy. They're in shape. Work harder than me. But, you know, that comes with practice and time. And I'm still getting used to that. Remember, like, I didn't even do my laundry 3 months ago, you know. Someone did it for me. So I'm still trying to grow up here. You know, it comes at the expense of my health. It comes at the expense of my relationships with people, you know. And the amount of time I have to offer. Like, a lot of relationships of mine have been, you know, thinned out and strained compared to what they used to be. You know, because YouTube is my focus, I oftentimes, you know, I have to, you know, not make it to that party or not go out tonight and see that movie because I'm working. I'm doing this. I love that I'm doing this, but there's this pressure to make sure I don't stop. You know, like I said, we see all our analytics, we see all our stats as they go up and down. And from December to March, it's been this for me, people. Look at this. This is exciting. I'm happy about this. It's been this. And then around March, we started to bottom out, right as I moved. Right as I moved out, around then, some other stuff was going on in my life. Started to plateau. I've hit like a flat rate that's been going for about 3 weeks now, and I hate it. It haunts me almost. It's like, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do to fix this? And that also is a big demotivator for me. And one of the other things that YouTube used to get in the way of was my responsibilities, like paying bills or getting the mail or doing the dishes or all those things I mentioned earlier on in the video. But those used to be things YouTube got in the way of. Now that I'm on my own, no one's going to be there to, you know, do the dishes. No one's going to be there to cook dinner or whatever. It's all on me. And because I'm on my own now, I'm not allowed to ignore these things. And, you know, as a result of all these new responsibilities, combined with the bills I'm paying, you know, since YouTube's my job, I get paid through YouTube. And I use the pay I get to pay for my bills, pay for this house, pay for my car, pay for all these things. And when like I just said, when my stats are like, and then flatten out like that, it's a lot of pressure. And, you know, all these things combined with, you know, like I said, I already don't have the best time management skills in the world. And then that final cherry on top is the internet speed. Like, what do I do? I'm here for a year. The contract I signed for this place, not allowed to break the lease. No matter what happens, I will be paying for this place for 1 year. So I got to figure out a way to make it work because I can't move and get better internet. All these things combined together has put me in a little bit of a slump. That it has been apparent to me, has probably been apparent to a lot of you guys. And as a result of me making this, I'm sure a couple of my coworkers, if you will, are going to peek in and see what's going on. So a couple of you are going to know too, but, you know, that's fine. I don't, you know, if you're here to judge me or whatever, that's, you know, that's fine. You do whatever you need to do. But I get in these slumps every so often. I dare see a lot of YouTubers get in them as well, where they're just like, can I keep doing this? Is this going to sustain me? Is it worth it? All these things. Or, you know, whatever it is. Just demotivation. A lot of YouTubers are going to get these. But the cool thing is, with me, I'm always going to jump back from them. I'm always going to get back to where I was. Because I've had a lot of history going back, you know, through my YouTube career. You know, about 2 years ago, I started my Minecraft channel. It hasn't even been 2 full years since I made my return to Minecraft. And I've come a long way in the last 2 years. I was able to turn this hobby of mine into something that I can do for a job and so much more. You know, I have so many aspirations that I would love to come as a result of my YouTube channel. You know, I've had a lot of help along the way. But I know I have busted my butt because a lot of people also had help and did not bust their butt, and they're not where I'm at. And that's what it all comes down to. You got to be able to be your own boss. You have to be able to motivate yourself. And there will be times when I can't be my own boss, where I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I just want to stay in bed all day. Like, I was in bed until 3 p.m. today because this stuff's been getting to me, and I needed to get it off my chest and let you guys know what's going on with me. I still need to figure out the internet issue. My social life is gonna be back to null. I just had a party here to celebrate me moving in. I just hung out with my family, and I just did a birthday thing last night. So I've been a little MIA as well. But you know, I'm trying to enjoy myself, you know, while I still can as a young adult. So you know, but it's time to get back to work. It's really time to do it, guys. You know, I have a lot of big projects that are still in the planning stages. There were some that were supposed to be out last week. There's some supposed to be out right now. Some supposed to be out over the next couple months. And you know, I'm in this slump, but I'm gonna bounce back because I know I can and I will. And there's nothing gonna stop me from being the success that I want to be. And I want you guys to be there for that journey. And I want you to see it happen. I want you to trust me, okay? Just trust me. When I eventually power through this, and I think it's going to be very soon, I've got some very exciting things planned for the summer, and I really want you guys to be part of it. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening if you did. I hope you guys understand kind of where I'm at here, and that I'm slowly growing up. It's slowly happening. I'm going to be able to handle it all. I'm going to be able to juggle it all very soon. And I'm going to go cause problems with my ISP because the internet they're giving me is unacceptable. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you understand. And expect to see me back at my 120% very soon. Bye-bye.